We've already seen some heavy rain across the area and more rain to come. We'll talk about what's in store this afternoon coming up.
Plus, we're tracking how people are preparing for possible flooding.
D.C. lawmakers approve a $515 million deal to keep the Washington Capitals and Wizards here in the district. What improvements to expect?
Save on the rails. We're stretching your dollar on Amtrak, VRE, and Mark.
And uncover secrets to better sleep hygiene. Easy things you can do tonight to get a restful night's sleep.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Mark Hall. It's another DMV First Warn Day today with all that rain. We're tracking for the potential of severe storms, and you're taking a look at our roads right now. You can see those roadways still slick, heavy rain and gusty winds earlier today, making for some pretty slick conditions. We did have a couple of crashes this morning. And then on the right, a look at Old Town Alexandria earlier as people soaked up the wet weather. And this is a live look at the Kennedy Center. You could barely see what is beyond this fog here. It's just so much. And remember, low beams, low speeds. If you're driving and you see some of that fog there, it just can get really hectic. So we have team coverage this afternoon. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg. He is in Old Town Alexandria this afternoon. Weather forecaster Brittany Ward is also standing by. But first, let's get to meteorologist Scott Sumner. It's been raining all morning long, and now we're in the afternoon. And boy, are we still expecting severe weather.
Yes, absolutely here, Shanika, as we go throughout the afternoon. Still waiting on a cold front to arrive, but I want to show you the radar first off. Again, this rain that you see up towards Philadelphia now, that was the heavy rain that moved through early this morning. I know very well. I drove through some of that heavy rain all the way down the I-270 corridor into Frederick. Now, we are getting a bit of a break here with the rain along I-95 south of the district. However, there is still some wet weather out towards Culpeper's Way and more rain out towards the Cumberland Valley region out towards Cumberland. So as we go throughout the next hour or so, you'll see the future radar picking up on that moisture moving in our direction. The showers that are to the west of Cumberland, to the south of Charlottesville, will continue to move in our direction and up towards the district and the Beltway. So expect more rain. We've already seen anywhere from a half an inch to about a little over an inch of rain in just the past 6 hours, exacerbating the flooding situation because we've already had, as you well know, 2 days, mornings and evenings of some moderate to heavy rain, and that's kept the excessive rainfall outlook in place as a slight risk for today. Now, you go a little further out towards the west, marginal risk, but everybody under some sort of flood issue. As a matter of fact, the storm threats today are going to be high on the flooding side. Strong winds, moderate, and hail and tornadoes on the low end of things. But all of these elements could come into play. And waiting for the National Weather Service to actually put out a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of the viewing area. They were talking about that, and that is a possibility. Again, we've got warm air to the south of this warm front and a lot of instability in the atmosphere with this front as it continues to pull in our direction. Hour by hour forecast here, 2 to 3 to 4. We have an opportunity of seeing showers and thunderstorms with temperatures holding into the 50s. And we do have, again, a general flood watch in the area for the region. Now, how long will this last? And what do we have out towards Old Town? Daniel Hamburg has the latest information out there in the elements. Daniel?
Yes, Scott, we are here in Old Town Alexandria, of course, a place that floods quite a bit. If I step out of the way, you can see where the water level is right now. It's still not over the banks at this moment. It looks fairly calm from what we've seen in the past. Of course, King Street over this way is really where it floods all the time. Some businesses are preparing. We've seen some sandbags outside of doorways, but it seems like most businesses are not too concerned because we haven't seen the level of sandbags and preparedness that we have seen in the past. Of course, any rain in this area brings all kinds of ponding and puddles all over the roadways and sidewalks down by the Potomac River here. We talked with the general manager of Misha's Coffee, who says they do have sandbags outside just to be prepared.
It's happened so many times before, so it's nothing new and nothing to like stress about at this point. It's just got to handle it if it happens.
And so he said, of course, April showers brings May flowers. This is something that all the businesses in this area are prepared for and frankly expect. Of course, we do know these flood watches are still in effect. Let's get right to Brittany Ward with the latest on that. Brittany.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Overall, as we head through your day today, we are going to be keeping our eye out on a few things, especially when it comes down to river flooding. Now, one thing I'm going to be monitoring is the Potomac at Alexandria. It's known that Old Town Alexandria tends to flood when we get some rain. And like Scott mentioned before, we've seen rain the past couple of days. So here's a look at the river levels. Action stage, meaning when they start to prepare themselves for flooding, is only at 2.5 feet of water. We're expected to get into the action stage right around noon, which is right around this time. And then notice as we head through the evening into the afternoon, we get to that minor flood stage. That's only 3.3 feet of water. So in Alexandria, if you're in that area, make sure you are keeping your eye on that. The good news is it looks like those water levels, they'll start to go down as we head into your morning tomorrow, but that does not mean the flooding threat will be totally zero. So keep it here. Scott and I will keep you updated through the Nooncast and through the rest of your day.
Brittany Ward, thank you so much. Remember, turn around, don't drown. And in the event of a flood, just keep in mind, get to higher ground. Avoid floodwaters. Do not walk through them, and keep electronics charged. Follow any evacuation or warning signs. And if you do plan to drive, take your time, and if you see flooding, remember, again, turn around, don't drown. All right, 12:07 happening now in the district. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is speaking at a city council budget oversight hearing. She's briefing council members on her proposed budget for fiscal year 2025. People won't be able to speak at this meeting, but you can read up on the details of the budget proposal on the D.C. Chief Financial Officer's website. And also in the district, lawmakers have approved more than $500 million in funding to renovate Capital One Arena. It's all in efforts to keep the Capitals and Wizards in the city until 2050. D.C. News Now's Liberty Zabala, she's outside of the arena with more on what's expected of the improvements.
Well, this is a huge investment to the tune of $515 million to expand the Capital One Arena here behind me, as well as Gallery Place right next door. And the teams in the district are considering this a major win. The D.C. Council voted unanimously on the deal to keep the NHL's Washington Capitals and NBA's Washington Wizards in the district. The agreement would transform and renovate Capital One Arena and expand the business and hospitality operations next door into Gallery Place for a revitalized entertainment destination downtown. This comes after a deal to bring the teams to Virginia fell through. The bill would allocate $500 million toward renovations and $15 million for Gallery Place over 3 years. Monumental Sports and Entertainment says the funds would come from appropriations for capital construction projects. This adds to the mayor's recent efforts to improve downtown with programs like the Downtown Action Plan and the Safe Commercial Corridor Hub that deploys outreach teams from public safety and human service agencies to respond to real-time challenges. And the Secure D.C. legislation to tackle crime and enforce the drug-free enforcement zone for the Chinatown neighborhood. Many hope the renovations will provide a better fan experience and help bring down the crime rate in the area.
I'm sure there's a lot of great things that money could be going to, but I don't know. I'm glad the teams are staying. I'm glad that we're still going to have a team in D.C.
Now, this deal would also add 200,000 square feet to the arena and Gallery Place, but lawmakers want to stress that this is not a blank check. They say the details of this deal still need to be ironed out. For now, in Northwest D.C., Liberty Zabala, D.C. News Now.
And kicking off today, 2 new drug-free zones now in effect in the district. Enforcement began at 8 a.m. and one zone is in the section of the Shaw neighborhood in Northwest. The other is in Southeast, right on the D.C. Prince George's County border. And these zones will run until Monday morning. You ever feel like you want to get away but don't feel like fighting traffic? Well, you might be in luck. DC News Now's weekend anchor Ben Dennis is stretching your dollar with current rail savings to take advantage of for trips now or in the future.
Amtrak says that they are actively adding more trips, more seats available as well, offering you not only more opportunities to get to and from work, but also for your vacation travel. Amtrak says that their Northeast regional service will increase up to 20% more for weekday trips over the next year and add 1 million additional seats over the next year. Now, how frequently is the Northeast Corridor used? These trains carry 5 times more people than flights do between D.C. and New York. That's according to the White House. We're finding deals for Amtrak as well as the VRE in Virginia and MARC trains in Maryland. Ride Amtrak late at night after 7, $10 from D.C. to Wilmington, Delaware, for example. They're also offering a buy one, get one half off on the train to Maine. Consider visiting Bar Harbor. That's because it's among the cheapest places in the U.S. to vacation this year, according to U.S. News and World Report. Consider grabbing their See New York and Save 15% deal, a similar offer in Virginia. Check out the Fredericksburg and Manassas reduced fares on the VRE, also offering 50% off for qualified passengers like seniors, children, and people with disabilities. Same goes for MARC, as well as the MARC Student Advantage discount card. Train lovers, if you like to get on the rails, consider a longer trip. Amtrak is also offering vacation travel packages. They've got promo codes online right now on their website to bring down the costs in the end. In the newsroom, Ben Dennis, back to you.
And speaking of trains, the White House is announcing a new federal rule aimed at making trains safer, but there's opposition from the train industry. Right now, trains hauling passengers or commercial material only have a single crew member. They only have to have a single crew member, but safety officials from the Department of Transportation say that could pose a safety risk. New regulations requires a minimum of 2 operators, and officials say a second crew member increases safety by catching problems a single operator might miss. And after several major rail disasters, including a massive derailment in Palestine, Ohio, administration officials vowed an increased push for greater train safety. But the railroad industry is pushing back. The Association of American Railroads say there's no connection between crew size and train safety. Officials say the regulations will lead to greater safety.
A second crew member is vital to performing safety functions like securing a train with handbrakes, handling track switches that are not remotely controlled, obtaining track authorities, assisting in emergencies, and much more.
The department also says there will be exemptions for this rule for smaller train lines.